Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investors channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about an interesting project that in my opinion has a long-term potential, and this project is called RFOX Labs token or the RFOX token, right? Again, as always guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research by going through the project's white paper and going through the website. And for your research, you can go to redfoxlabs.io in order to do a deep dive on this project before you put any of your money, right? So what is RedFox Labs? On their website, it states unlocking value in the new digital economy. RedFox Labs is a tech-forward venture builder delivering companies and platforms that are secure, scalable, and innovative, bringing the world into a new era of technology and prosperity, right? So there's a lot of words that are thrown around. So this is a project that's basically trying to connect the digital economy with the real world economy, and it's trying to do that by working with scalable, secure, and innovative projects, and basically bringing them closer to basically bridging the gap between the digital economy and the real economy, right? Again, you can also subscribe to their newsletter by clicking this link here. Our ventures, RedFox Labs disrupts legacy business models using exemplary user experience and a blend of cutting-edge technology. So again, here they're basically stating that they're using their venture capital arm to provide investments to projects that offer cutting-edge technology in the crypto space, right? Virtual Space, our upcoming Virtual Space, is a fully immersive discovery shopping and retail experience that combines gaming elements and forms its own standalone metaverse. So if you see, the main drawbacks with the virtual reality now is it's not really engaging to a point where you can't really do day-to-day activities such as shopping or have any form of experience that will provide you with real-world use case, right? So RedFox Labs is basically aiming to bridge the gap by using their virtual space, which is their upcoming virtual space, to provide a fully immersive discovery shopping and retail experience. Again, basically using virtual reality as a means for people to experience the real world that combines gaming elements and forms its own standalone metaverse, right? So by being a part of this virtual space, you will not only be able to discover real life experiences when it comes to shopping and other retail experiences. You'll also be met with certain gaming elements that will make itself like a metaverse rather than a bridge between digital verse and the real world. It'll kind of be its own metaverse with its meta kind of characteristics that will distinguish it from the real world versus the digital world, right? So very interesting value proposition indeed, and you can also click this learn more button to read more in depth into what they're planning to do. RFOX Games is creating an ecosystem of interoperable tournament-based video games that utilize emerging technologies, right? So they also have this other product, which is basically RFOX Games, which is creating a decentralized ecosystem that is not only an immersive that offers an immersive experience. They also offer interoperable tournament-based video games that utilize the current emerging blockchain technologies, right? So that's also very interesting. Cogs are keys to other games, collectible, playable, tradable, slammable, non-fungible tokens. Cogs act as in-game currency, unlock tournaments and skins, and provide VIP access to special events and virtual metaverses, right? So again, they have another product called Cogs, which basically stand for keys to others games, which is a kind of like an in-game currency that can be collectible, it can be playable, is basically usable within the in-game ecosystem. It's tradable, slammable. Again, I'm not really sure what slammable means, but it's basically a non-fungible token that can be used as a currency within the game itself. and you can use COGS, these COGS tokens, to kind of unlock tournaments and skins for specific in-game items, and also it enables people to have access to VIP access to special kind of events as well as metaverses, right? So that's very interesting indeed. So they have a lot of projects or a lot of kind of like products that they offer, which can definitely not only make the NFT market grow in the future, but also the gaming industry. So they're kind of bringing in the virtual reality gaming NFT space into one big ecosystem, right? So that's basically what I really like about this project. We are building an inclusive future that empowers people around the world as we move to new digital frontiers, right? Instead of calling their white paper, they're basically calling it as a black paper, which is basically the same thing, which I highly recommend viewers to read through before you put any of your money on this project, right? So where to buy RFOX? So RFOX is a token. RFOX token is basically the token of the RedFox Labs ecosystem, and you can basically buy this token from KuCoin, which is one of the most popular exchanges where you can get low market cap gems like this token. You can also get it from Bittrex, liquidgate.io, and these are some of the most well-known cryptocurrencies that offer exotic tokens. Uniswap is a place where you can get it from Ethereum, CoinSpot, Loopring, and I believe it's also available on PancakeSwap, which is not really mentioned here. So it's something that you guys can also use to buy RFOX tokens, right? How to add RFOX? So again, there's also a small tutorial for newcomers to add RFOX tokens, because sometimes when they purchase it on Uniswap, they may not really find the tokens. So you can kind of, for people who are new and who don't know how to find your tokens on MetaMask, you can basically watch this video here. And they also have detailed information on how to add it manually and automatically, and how to even get RFOX in the first place, right? So the ecosystem, we founded RedFox Labs in 2018 with the intent to be Southeast Asia's first blockchain venture builder, and to help with the mass adoption of blockchain and other emerging technologies. We identify and replicate successful pure play business models for the local markets within the fastest growing sectors across several industries. Our focus is to unlock the true market potential of the digital economy for high consumer demand services such as e-commerce, e-media, e-sports, and traveling, e-travel, and ride hailing or logistics, right? So they have a very important information that they have to communicate about their ecosystem, and if you see, they have been around since 2018, and their main aim was focused on being Southeast Asia's first blockchain venture builder, which is basically an investment arm that brings in other venture capitalists to invest in blockchain-based projects and to help mass adoption of blockchain as well as any form of new emerging technology, right? They are also going on to state that they try to find the best kind of like projects to work with, and their business model is basically suitable for local markets, and how they aim to unlock the true potential of the markets, and also like make take full advantage of these e-commerce, e-media, e-sports, as well as every electronic related items, right? So they're basically trying to expand their reach to make their project much more visible to everyone. Through our ever-growing and advancing ecosystem for the digital economy, we are becoming the go-to super dApp in Southeast Asia. So they are one of the most popular dApps in Southeast Asia, and you can clearly see that RFOX is not only available on Ethereum but also available on the Binance Smart Chain. So they're kind of creating this big ecosystem where you can find games, you can find e-commerce, RFOX media, NFT platform, as well as the virtual space. So it's kind of like this big ecosystem that kind of connects different aspects of blockchain as well as newly emerging technologies to kind of make a bigger, better world, right? And they also have an active Twitter account which you guys can also follow. If you want to get latest updates and news info, you can kind of sign up for their weekly newsletter, right? So again, pretty straightforward project that has a lot of potential to grow because it is kind of like well diversified and kind of makes itself exposed to multiple different fields within the crypto space. That's going to be really important for future, right? Because again, not one particular sector is going to outperform other particular sectors. I believe that crypto space is going to create new sectors which will all grow simultaneously and mature. So all of these gaming is going to be revolutionized by blockchain technology, and I believe RedFox Labs have the right tools to make that happen, right? So let's go to the rfox.finance page, which is basically where all the action happens. You can basically farm and stake VFox, which is basically a token that you can also farm on their website, on their platform. You can also see the rewards for the VFox RFOX pool, which will provide new RFOX tokens, and this farm is basically 4 million in the farm, and as well as you can clearly see that there's epochs. They have their own way of calculating epochs and how many rewards are distributed per epoch. It's basically proportional to your stack or liquidity pool provision, right? So if you see, the total VFox supply is basically 21 million tokens, a very nice number. And if you have Binance Smart Chain or Ethereum on your MetaMask, you can obviously connect to the website and kind of like access their pools, farms, and so on and so forth, right? Again, pretty pancake swap-ish kind of like appearance. It is kind of like a fork of pancake swap, this entire platform, but it is also something that can potentially grow and explode. So you can also go to their pools, the farms, and kind of stake RFOX VFox LP tokens to earn 1,721% APR, paid out in VFox tokens, and that's basically something that you may want to be looking into if you're interested in kind of like investing in this project, right? So let's go to the CoinGecko page for this project, and if you see, this token is currently ranked 203rd by market cap on CoinGecko, and it's currently trading at 16 cents at the time of making this video, with a 13.1% increase in the past 24 hours. And if you see, the market cap is $230 million in market cap. So again, a relatively decent sized project. It is kind of like above the $100 million in market cap range. So it doesn't necessarily form a micro cap, but it's still a small cap project, which if you see, it has multiple different products which it's trying to leverage and make the future of decentralized economy in the future. And that's basically something which every project is aiming for, and I believe that this project has a lot of diversification of products which will enable it to kind of capture market share from different platforms, right? So based on that, I believe that the market cap is still extremely low and has a high upward potential to grow. If you see, the max supply is basically 2 billion tokens, which is quite a lot. I believe we saw the current supply that's being, if you see if you remember the pool, you can clearly see that they had a current reward supply. So they're basically giving away tokens when it comes to the total VFox supply of 21 million, I believe it's for the rewards, right? So that's something which is different from their actual kind of like max supply, which is 2 billion tokens, which is quite high. Again, I really like tokens to be equal to or less than 100 million tokens, but this token is kind of like a highly inflationary token, so that will be something that you guys need to bear in mind if you are planning to invest in this token for short term. And the circulating supply is 1.3 billion tokens, which is relatively higher compared to several other projects that only have less than 10% circulating supply compared to max supply. So again, at least the price slumping is going to be relatively low for this project compared to several other projects, right? But that's also something to keep in mind. If you look at the price charts, if you see, the token was initially trading at 1 cent, 1.7 cent since the price chart was available as of the 28th of October 2020 last year, and the token price has been moving sideways for quite some time, and it kind of only had its action early February this year when it moved from 2.5 cents all the way till 16 cents, and then it kind of consolidated a bit and then moved from 15 cents all the way till the all-time highs of about 33 cents before coming back down, and now you can clearly see that it's in a downtrend right now. So my price point which I would probably like look into to investing in this project would be somewhere between 15 cents to kind of 13 cents. That would probably be a good entry point. I would kind of dollar cost average on this token around this price point. But if you want to buy this token for long term and stake it, you can obviously do the same for this price as well, right? Then if you're a long-term hodler, then this price point would still be a good price point to buy. If you're a short-term investor, then I believe you can kind of wait a bit. I believe during the weekend you can kind of see this token kind of slumping down to about 13 cents or 15 to 13 cents in that range, and that will be also a good price point to get into and wait till this token pumps, right? Again, although this token has had its all-time highs, I do believe that by the end of this bull run, which I do believe that the bull run is not over yet, and once the bull run is officially over, which I believe will be sometime late this year or early next year, this token can cross the 50-cent mark, right? And that's something that you guys can definitely look into. And if you see the Bitcoin comparative, on the other hand, it had a exact similar price pattern compared to the price chart compared to the dollar comparative. The token was initially worth 131 satoshis as of late October last year, and then it was moving sideways all the way till February, the first week of February, where it moved from 55 satoshis all the way till 320 satoshis, and then it went up immediately, going to 568 satoshis, and now it's kind of in a downtrend with Bitcoin comparative. Again, as I said, the weekend price point for dollar comparative and Bitcoin comparative will be a good opportunity to buy rather than buying it right now, right? So if you take the Ether comparative, on the other hand, the price chart is quite unique for Ether comparative rather than with Bitcoin or dollar comparative. The token was initially worth 0.000004 Ether, and then it was kind of moving sideways, and it kind of shot up mid to late March, where this token was worth a 9,700 GUI, and then it went back to an all-time highs of about 18,500 GUI, right, before coming crashing down. It's kind of like at its low point, relative low points, and this is probably a really good time to buy when it comes to Ether comparative, right? When it comes to dollar and Bitcoin comparative, I think the price point can go a little bit lower, but for Ether comparative, this is pretty much kind of like in a recovery pattern, which will be a really good buy opportunity for people who want to buy it at 5,900 GUI at the time of making this video, right? So that's really good. Again, as we saw before, the RFOX token can be mined, or you can provide liquidity on Uniswap via using the Ether pool, but you can also get it from centralized exchanges such as KuCoin, which is one of the most safest option. You can use USDT to buy RFOX. You can also get it from Gate.io, Liquid, and I wouldn't really recommend Bilaxy, but again, since you already have a KuCoin and Gate.io, I don't think you need to buy it from Bilaxy. But you can, if you want to buy it from Ethereum, as well as if you want to buy it from BTC, you can buy it from either Uniswap or Liquid. But I believe that Uniswap fees are extremely high, so please bear that in mind, right? So what's my final verdict on this token? I believe that this token has a lot of room to grow because it is kind of covering niche markets, and several markets are being basically covered by this project, everything including gaming, NFTs, and so on and so forth, the virtual reality, everything, right? So these are fields that will be here for a long term. These are still very early stages for these kind of fields, and they will be the future of pretty much everything. So I believe that this project kind of is bringing in capital and exposure to these fields, which will not only allow for those fields to grow, but also for this project to grow and flourish as well, right? Again, remember guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please use the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.